Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to tonight's episode of Ink of Fate, a primal Viking adventure. I am your Dungeon Master, KJ Potoff. These are the Lich Queens, and what am I doing tomorrow night? The same thing I do every night, Pinky, try to take over the world.
Hey!
Let's meet our fabulous cast of players. Tell us who you are and who you are playing. Let's start with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm playing Sigryn Skysplitter, the Horizon Walker Ranger. And myself, the player, would probably, it's a toss-up, I couldn't tell. It would probably be Alden or Nat I'd want to meet in person or hang out with or whatever. I feel like that would be, that's all. Okay, sorry. I'm going on too long as this. Go!
No, love it. Joanna.
Hello, I'm Joanna. I play Odrun, the Wicker Barbarian. And I mean, I have mixed feelings. I do think I'd want to meet Alden. I also think she sounds a little pretentious. And so yeah, I guess I don't know. Probably her, or actually Nat. I'm kind of with you on that one. They both sound interesting.
Love it. Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Cole, the broader fighter.
Are you good?
No.
You smell toast.
The Horizon Walker
Don't
Ranger.
stress these folks out. It's getting...
It's
Keep going, you got this.
anyways, I got it. And if I could interact with anybody in the Stone Court, I would really love to get to know Nat.
2 for Nat. Love it. Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I play Ada, the Tusk Wizard Cleric. I think I would want to meet Alden, because even though I know she's the Odin analog, she feels very Athena-esque. And I like that. Also, not in the Stone Court, but Loknir just seems like someone I would both have a great time with and want to just punch in the face. So, it would be entertaining.
Fine line to ride. Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. I play Happ, the Squirrel Beastborn Warlock. And who was the one who had the porn under their bed?
Oh gosh. I think it was Nard.
Messy room. Okay.
It was
Who's one of the
I wanna
twins?
One of the twins.
Yeah,
I would
the
like to
twins.
meet the twins, especially that
Great.
one, because I grew up in fanfiction and Wattpad era. So, we all know we need some good reading in life.
It was just their
No,
AO3
I will
bookmarks at that
say-
time.
Cheers.
Nat still owes me a boon, so I would want to follow up on that. Just saying.
There you go. There you go. Okay, things are a little bit mixed up tonight. We'll get to why in just a minute. But first, let's talk a little bit about the world we are playing and the setting of this story. Ink of Fate is based on the Arcanum Worlds module, Raiders of the Serpent Sea. It's a Dungeons and Dragons 5e module where we are using 5.5 rules with some homebrew lingering injury rules to keep things spicy. In this world of Grimnir, everything is Norse mythology and Viking inspired, though not necessarily historically accurate, so don't hold us to that. Everybody is part of various raiding clans. They all invade and compete with each other in order to earn glory and ascend to the halls of the slain. Everybody worships the gods of the Stone Court that we've been discussing. These are the heroic Vanir that, fought Boda the Jotun Queen and defeated Loknir the Betrayer and led the Exodus from the Lost Lands, lore. In this society, everybody, when they come of age and throughout the rest of their life, accumulate fate tattoos. These are runic tattoos, usually on the wrist or arm, that are meant to guide them on their path towards their fate or their destiny. Grimnir has been on this careening train towards Ragnarok with various disasters, long winters, volcanic eruptions, witch attacks, and at the center of it all are the Fate Bearers, the heroes destined to be deeply embroiled in the final battles of that apocalyptic event. So, let's talk about where we left off, because boy, are things weird at this point. As I left my players, I reminded them in the chat after the session, but I left them on new record for myself, not 1, not 2, but 3 separate cliffhangers that will need to be resolved today. So, getting back into it. Yeah, this feels appropriate. Let's set the scene. First off, some disclaimers and warnings that I don't usually give in our regular sessions, because we're finally getting to the point where there may be some disturbing, violent, graphic content in the descriptions and narrations of the events covered tonight. So if you're not comfortable with that, please mute it, skip it. If you watch it on YouTube, fast forward through it. But please take care of yourselves, because it's gonna get a little worse than the usual fun adventure combat that we usually do. So, my players have been forewarned about this. They're ready to X card if they need to. So we are using those safety tools as needed for the sanity of the players and myself. So, take care of your players, everybody. Roleplay responsibly. Some people get worried when they watch actual plays and they're like, do these people hate each other? And they don't know that they're just role playing. So, but yeah, we're all above board here. So, getting to the context of where we are starting here. The party has split in order to accomplish multiple objectives in a very limited span of time. They are trying to get back home from the Lost Lands. They've been dropped in the world that was previously destroyed by the Jotun, by Boda, by Loknir the Betrayer himself, all of whom were deeply involved in turning this world into a choked, ashy wasteland with lava filling the seas instead of water, no sunrise, no sunset, just a perpetual fiery glow beneath a dark, pitch black, smoky sky. They've encountered a few survivors in this land, but now, in order to expedite their journey back home, they've branched to cover 2 specific missions. Odrun, accompanied by the Ginnin crew, at least part of the way to the mountains, along with Kull and Ada, have made their way to the Vonarang Mountains, to what was once the stronghold of the Vanir, long before they became the gods of Grimnir, became the Stone Court. They were heroes in their own right, adventurers of legend, but not yet ascended to that godlike state that they found on Grimnir. They managed to find the ruins of this place with the help of lovely Gulgrim the Sword, who was once a Vanir himself, but never made it into the history books, having his life ended before the Exodus, so didn't quite make it into the lore. But more importantly than finding the home of the Stone Court, they found the home of Odrun's original very first ancestor, Sprig, the very first Wicker, constructed and formed by Loknir as just a creation of his, one of his many experiments that became successful in that it resulted in the sentient life of this young Sprig. We'll get to what Sprig was experiencing in a bit, but meanwhile, and to specify, we have to figure out what Sprig was experiencing because Odrun picked up and integrated a memory branch, essentially, from their ancestor, and are now basically absorbing those memories very, very rapidly to figure out what is the source of this generational curse. Odrun, as long as we've known them, and throughout their entire lineage of ancestors, has been racked by nightmarish visions, disturbed rest, knowledge of a mission, some reason that they need to fight against the Jotun and deal with that threat. Something started this mission. Something led to Sprig bestowing, or at least passing along, this mission down to every single one of their descendants, all the way up to Odrun. So, that origin is likely to be discovered here. Now, going to where the other party went, those who had access to flight were able to quickly make it to the ruins of the Academy, what was once a flying school, essentially, a flying island, now, of course, on the ground. Sigryn, accompanied by Happ and Skuld, the newly restored Valkyrie. Sigryn was drawn to this place seeking knowledge of the Rainbow Spear, the source of much of her ability to tap into the space between dimensions, that ripple of energy, that prismatic magic that suffuses the space between worlds. So, you felt pulled to this stone in the middle of these ruins, and have now tapped into a memory of somebody, some kind of guardian of the academy, who apparently was once friends with Loknir, who, the party has sort of befriended, gained as certainly a patron, a bit of an ally sometimes, if a bit of a chaotic one, but certainly gained his favor. So what this memory will reveal, or whose memory this even is yet to be determined. However, outside of Sigryn's unaware body, Happ is discovering that there might be other threats that need to be dealt with within the dark of these ruins, amidst glowing beams of light that hold a giant slab of stone aloft within this space. The very stone that Sigryn is using to access this vision, this memory. So, we need to hop in, and we're going to start with Sigryn. What's a good one? I didn't have a track lined up and ready to go. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. Just a little bit of light wind. Okay. So, Sigryn, I'm going to ask for you to basically roleplay this. We have not discussed this ahead of time. I have given you basically no warning, so I want to keep this as straightforward and simple as possible. For the purposes of this, we're going to say that we're going to use your stats, but not necessarily your class abilities. So you can ask me if you have access to it, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. But we'll use the same stats. And basically act as Sigryn would act, with the assumption that Loknir is an old friend of yours who has not committed any betrayal.
Had to clarify.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Loknir. Yeah, meta knowledge. This is just a short, less than 5 years before the Exodus. So in less than 5 years, Loknir will be a decapitated corpse, with his blood being shed by the Rainbow Spear, forming the world of Grimnir. But neither of you know that. Right now, all you know is that your friend, Loknir, has come for a visit. The specifics of the history is up to you. As an elf, you've known Loknir for at least 2 decades, but you haven't seen him in, I think I said about 12 years, 15 years. It's iffy. It's been a while. The last time you saw Loknir, he was doing research at the academy. He was very driven, kind of wizard. Go ahead and roll an insight check. 27. Yeah, the feel you would have had originally for Loknir would be like, and you're a very insightful individual. You notice things. You're just the kind of person who is able to, like, this is why you're a guard here. You're not just a guard, you're the guard. Everybody else is trying to like get up to your level in terms of guarding the academy. You tend to like see through things when other people can't. Some of them swear you could like see ghosts, like see right into the ethereal plane. But as far as Loknir is concerned, you would know him to be a wizard of great ambition, and always looking for a new project. The last you would have heard of some of his early projects in developing Wicker, which he would have described as, constructs, helpers, new creatures that are constructed beings instead of more organic born beings.
Meta-wise, really funny, serendipitous. My new favorite enemy is constructs as in my last level up. So now I'm like, oh, we must have just talked about that, and I gave help it to
I still think you're pulling from 2014 rules. Like
I don't know.
think
There's some character
favorite enemy is
management.
part of the 2020. But like, you can still have that opinion like as a character that this applies. But
I'm gonna say meta knowledge. Also, I don't know the point of a favorite enemy anymore at 14th level. It doesn't even. I just picked one at random.
no, I think they still call it favorite enemy, but I think now it just gives you like extra hunter's mark spell slots. So
We've already met all our enemies at this point. There's no anyways, it's fine.
yeah. Anyway, we'll say you still have hunter's mark. But yeah, you've been on friendly terms with Loknir. Been a while since you've seen him, but he just showed up. So when do you get off work? Do you think you might be willing to sit down, have a drink with me?
Oh, silly Loki. Okay, that's fine.
All right. I'll just wait over on the balcony, shall I? Our usual spot?
Well, that's fine. Can we do it? Do you mind if there's gonna be kids there? Still watching.
Well, no, I'll wait until you're off the clock, obviously.
Oh. Mother's never off the clock. That's fine. Okay, we'll go. Let's just go now. So
Lovely. Okay. So you go off with Loknir to one of the many balconies. All of the balconies on this academy are, first off, incredibly lovely and lush. There's these kind of Greek-style like columns with like Corinthian spirals on them. A lot of bas-relief carvings depicting mages doing various acts of magic and conjuration and transmutation, all these things. And with it all, you're looking over these over the balcony. You're overlooking a massive landscape. There's forests, woodlands, there's plains. You see several quilt patchworks of farmland in one direction. A little bit of cloud cover here and there. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
26.
26. You detect a faint, very, very faint column of what looks like it might be smoke. Doesn't look like a concerning amount, and it also looks like it's probably like miles and miles away. From your vantage point, you have a visual range of about 15 miles. So it doesn't look something that would be in your immediate purview. But other than that, things seem calm. No threats on the horizon, which is very much your domain here. Loknir takes you to just a lovely little table with two little metal chairs. Everything is like much more modern. Sigryn in the present would kind of notice that like these are really weirdly fancy metal chairs that nobody in Grimnir would ever invest this much effort into making all the little swirls and curly cues and the little cushions and the embroidery on the cushions. And there's like a lace tablecloth, like lace that looks like it would take way too much time. That's not at all practical. There's like very fancifully crafted goblets that he's like pouring this lovely red wine into. He's brought a corked bottle. So when you get back to the present, Sigryn is going to be a little bit weirded out by some of the technology at play here. But it's like a little French villa kind of feel here. As he just pours 2 goblets, leans back, takes a sip. So, darling, how have things been? Keeping the academy safe?
I'm surprised you even have to ask.
Oh, I'm sure no threat escapes your notice. I did hear about that lovely defense against, what was it, like a couple of lindworms or something? I heard you
I
made
believe
swift
there
work of,
are
was it 3 of them?
Yeah, 3 that we kept note of. We couldn't talk about the other 2.
Oh, you delight me. Uh, so he's just ready to make light banter. He mentions a little bit of like, it's like, oh, have you heard about some of those like earthquakes down south causing a bit of trouble for some of the halfling communities?
Yeah, I think someone's sending scouts out to figure out what's going on, but no one's heard anything. We haven't heard back. We don't know what's going on. I'm tempted to go down myself and check it out.
Oh, well, if they have the greatest scout in all the land on the job, I'm sure you'll find the cause post haste. Here's to your all-seeing eyes. Eh?
When you said eyes, I was like, eyes! But yes, of course, 2
You toast,
to
you
eyes,
drink.
yeah.
Very well. Roll an insight check.
21. Oh, it just keeps going down.
Yep, he seems perfectly at ease. Just enjoying the company. You notice that he's not talking as much about what he's been up to, so like, I don't know, maybe he's gotten more humble. That's maybe he's actually finally taking more of an interest in other people and not, but usually he would have brought the conversation around to his own projects by now. But
Would he be married at this point? Because the last thing I remember.
so the last time you saw him, he was not. But you do, I will say, you do notice there's a ring on his finger, which your character would notice is a sign of marriage.
You're being rather evasive, Loki Lou.
Oh, forgive me. I know nothing escapes your notice.
You're rather squirrely of you.
You're looking at a married man.
What?
I know,
Thanks,
I know.
Loki.
It shocks us all. But and not just that, I'm actually a father now as well. I've
What the
3
hell?
young ones at home. Oh. And oh, the hell we raise. It's quite
How
quite
many
a
do you
feat.
have at home?
3.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You've been busy the last decade.
Well, with Boda, it's all been very much worth it. They are certainly our greatest creations. Certainly more than I could ever make on my own.
Well, tell me everything about them. Their names, their weaknesses, their...
Would you say this as this character?
I think Sigryn would, honestly. I don't think it would be a shocking thing for Sigryn to say.
Really wouldn't be.
That's so funny that like that Sigryn would just straight up say that to an old friend. And go, what are your children's weaknesses? Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no, the ear.
Yeah, I got stuck on
You're
my
still an
foot.
elf. It's okay.
Half elf.
Half elf. Just like down the middle.
One
This
half
half is elf.
Yes. This is the night of
Which
pun.
half of her is an elf?
Okay.
Oh, the top half.
It's like a centaur, you know? It's like... Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, he does talk a little bit, he does say a little bit more about his oldest, Hell, and only refers to the other ones as the boys. to start off with. But certainly talks about like having to chase some of them down, and they're so rambunctious, and just kind of a new fatherly kind of thing. Roll a con save for me, please.
I may regret this, but I want to give him tips on how to be faster. But then if that works and we have to fight him later, I'm going to regret it.
Incredible.
Natural 20!
Okay. One sec. Crap, I had a track. Gosh dang it. Guys, plan your tracks ahead of time. Just know what you're gonna do, know the beats you want to hit, and just have them ready to go. Okay. Some of the details get a little bit lost as he keeps talking and almost droning on a little bit. You start to feel a little bit lightheaded. Things get blurry for a second. You taste that wine on the back of your tongue, and there's something a little bit tingly about it that's making your tongue go numb. Now, as an elf, you do not sleep, but there's something in this, and you're recognizing that you probably shouldn't drink any more of it. You haven't keeled over or anything, but on a natural 20, I gotta give it to you. You have time for, actually, roll a d4 for me.
4!
Amazing. That is what you wanted.
Nice.
What's
You
happening?
have 4
That's Sigryn.
rounds until you are fully paralyzed. You realize in this moment.
Oh, man. Where are they? They're visiting me, aren't they?
Mhm.
Oh, yes! No, not it's Odrun! Sorry, that was mean. Odrun!
You're shouting for Odor?
Or do you mean
I
to
don't know.
shout
I
for
got
Odin?
confused. Oh, man. I got confused on the timeline now and panicked, so I'm just going to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
Fudge. Well, first I'm going to say, you bitch. But, like, the Grimnir equivalent of bitch.
Yeah.
Whatever
Spawn of
that
a
is.
witch?
Yeah, that.
But this isn't
and-
Grimnir, so what would be this world version?
There are still witches here.
Yeah, but are
I-
they as negatively regarded? I'm just saying, witches aren't so bad.
I'll say the term is still applicable.
Without saying anything, I have, like, my character sheet is my character sheet, and whatever I click on here should technically work.
What do you
vaguely
want to do? And I'll let you know if this character has access to it.
Well, if I say it, I know you're gonna say no, because I know I probably don't have it.
No, I do have a specific list of
Yeah, the Horn of Valhalla.
the Horn of Valhalla. No, you do not have the Horn of Valhalla in your
I
possession.
know. I just got it recently. I just rewatched that episode like a week ago. Okay, I was gonna try. That's fine. Okay. Ethereal step.
You do not have any of your subclass abilities.
Okay, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. How dare you? But like, not to kill you, just as like, you're gonna remember this. Like, I'm gonna remember this. Because you're still my
Just
friend.
shoot
I'm
him in
very
the face?
confused. I don't want to kill you, but
Okay.
I don't know. Or maybe I guess we're close. Is he right next to me?
Yes, he is within 5 feet of you.
I'm just gonna stab him with a fork. Can I just do a dagger and throw that next? You bitch.
Yeah, go ahead and do a dagger attack.
You bitch. 26
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Yep, that hits. Lovely.
I'd like the fork to be stuck in his arm if I could.
Okay. So if you want to do this to are you seeking to you're seeking to grapple? I will let
No,
you
I just
either
want
do the
fork
damage
to stay in
or
his arm.
you just want the fork to stay in his arm.
Yeah. I'm going
Okay.
down. I'm just gonna go down with a couple forks in them. That's all.
Okay.
Love it.
How this feels.
Lovely. You do 8 piercing damage to where is it? His hand, his bicep.
You're right here, wherever, like right there in that weird part of your muscle that you can get like that weird. Ting.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Just
right
into it. Darling. So unnecessary. Hang on.
You're not allowed to call me that anymore.
Okay. He hang on. I need to roll a check.
I knew I should have brought the children. Freaking hell, I wouldn't have done it in front of the kids.
I will say this is the academy is kind of like a graduate school. There's no children here. It's just a bunch of like, scholars doing experiments and stuff.
Still.
You you see him whisper a few words that resonate a bit, and his form ripples, and he's gone. And you hear his voice say, "Darling, I wish you hadn't done that. Give it a few more moments, though. It'll all be just fine."
Am I a level 14 ranger?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't know if it's a subclass or it's a ranger feature.
Okay.
Nature's Veil.
Nature's Veil. Okay.
I could just vanish. I could just vanish and go invisible.
Yep.
Also.
Lovely. You turn invisible. Is that an action or bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay. All right. So that's the hide action. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
Oh my god. Well, it's fine because I'm really flipping them off while I'm doing it. I'm like, you hide, I can hide too. Me. So, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't focused.
Yeah, you feel a little bit of tingling in your legs. It kind of makes you a little bit clumsier. You're bumping into things. That was your bonus action.
I don't work well angry. I guess. Fuck. My action is to grab the nearest soft thing, like a pillow, and put my head on top of it so I don't fall to the floor.
Okay. All right. Are you like just laying down on it, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Okay.
lay my head on it angrily though.
Okay.
I'm really mad.
You wait a few seconds. You hear nothing from Loknir. Nothing appears to happen on his turn. Is there anything else you do with your remaining 2 turns before you become fully immobilized?
I'll just say, I'll remember this forever. There's no way I'd ever forget this moment.
Well, since you didn't quite get the full dose, I suppose this does give me time to ask one question, bit pertinently. To facilitate our continued conversation, do I have permission to detect your surface thoughts as we continue?
Oh, believe me, they're coming out of my mouth, so go for it.
I'm afraid that won't be an option in a few moments, darling.
Oh, you're right. I guess that's valid. But yeah, I don't care. I'd say it out loud if I could.
Lovely. I promise not to delve deeper. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Do it. It'll look the same.
Meanwhile, or I should say elsewhere, elsewhen, other things are happening. Once again, guys, have your tracks ready to go. Oh my gosh. Like, okay.
I really need Sigryn just to be like sleep talking and just be like, what the fuck is happening? Because I just
We'll get
picture
to that in
Sigryn
a
be like,
minute.
pillow, where's a pillow? Where's a pillow? I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
It's practicality.
Sprig. You are in the town square, or at least what counts for a town square in this little gathering of towers, this stronghold that the Vanir have constructed. It was built before your time, though it's been added on to over the years. You see Loknir bringing this lovely, resplendent woman, introducing her as his wife, Boda. You see other individuals in this community very delightedly greeting them. Alden seems to be, as always, at the center of everything, going, "Oh, it's very lovely to meet you. And where did you say you were from? Oh, it's been a while since we spent time in Istanbul." Just being ever so polite. Nick, would you please describe the character you will be playing for this?
Sure. Palter is a elven man with short red hair and a bit tanner skin and freckles, and he's kind of wearing some yellow and white and orange cleric garb that really should be dirtier, like with the amount that he's like sitting down and smelling the roses and the flowers as you do, but no, it's not.
How does Palter greet the lovely couple?
I think Palter, especially in the rush and fanfare, will at least give them like a respectable moment to themselves, for everybody else to greet them. But like, as soon as there's like a moment, he's walking up with like this like never-ending smile and like an outstretched hand and a little hug and asking like, "I need to know everything. Oh my goodness, how did it come to be? It's so lovely to meet you."
Oh, well. Boda just extends a very charmed hand to shake yours. Loknir was just such a gentleman when we met, and just giving you all sorts of like chitter chatter. And Odrun would notice in experiencing this memory that Palter in this memory is unscarred. Odrun would also know that these are scars that would ultimately be gained during the Exodus fleeing the Jotun during a major charge from Boda. So, and right now he is shaking her hand with just the most pleasant smile on his face. But in the moment, Sprig just is reacting as Sprig would. Actually, how is Sprig feeling about Palter? Because Palter's kind of a mentor figure at this point. So Loknir might be your creator, but you've been spending some time learning Palter's philosophies.
Sprig struggles with Palter's philosophies and Palter's ways. Because Palter is... like, they love that Palter... like, she loves that Palter is so genuine. Like, she loves that about him because that is something that she does not get from Loknir, and she just knows it. She somehow just knows that he is very rarely genuine. He's more so probably with Sprig than other people, but, maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. You would be the better person to say that. But in the way that kids kind of know when somebody is that way... like, Sprig is drawn to Palter, but they're a lot more jaded than Palter already. Probably because they've lived with Loknir. So it's hard to unlearn. Seeing Palter greet them this way just is not surprising. Like, it's very much in line with Palter's character. There's this itty-bitty bit of hurt that's like, you should be standing up for me right now, because this feels personal. But it's also that thing where it's like, when you're younger and you have that thing that is very childish in you, and you also know it's very childish, and so you just make yourself more angry by thinking and thinking and thinking about it. So that's kind of what's going on. All in 10 seconds.
Yep. Adolescents gain metacognition,
Yes.
and it hurts.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, would you please describe the character you are embodying in this moment? And to be clear, this is not Cullen Ada doing this. This is just me giving Nick and Elizabeth something to do during all of this. Cullen and Ada are very much just having a boring old time.
Yeah, so Nat is a tall, broad human woman. Long, dark hair and a couple of braids. She has like a big axe that she just always has. And I think she was probably like training with someone in all likelihood. Probably had like a bet going. And she just comes over and she goes, "Look, Near, what the fuck? You come back with like this gorgeous wife?" And like does a wink. I can't wink, but she can.
Right. Oh, I am certainly ever so lucky to have found her. I can't even tell you how delighted I've been. It's been a whirlwind of a couple months, I'll tell you. Best 3 months of my life, really.
Oh, a couple months. Fast.
Yes, well, when you know, I suppose. Is there somewhere we could sit down, enjoy a meal, and have a good time? And you hear a voice from the edge of the courtyard. "I say, is that the old boy come back again? Look near." You see Gulgrim, a very scraggly man with a almost spherical shock of beard, perfectly shiny bald dome, but with like lines of tattoos on the side. He's wearing like patched together leathers, sections of furs on his waist, and he's carrying a very broad, long sword in a sheath on his hip, which in the present would certainly look like a very familiar sword. But right now he's like, "You've come here just in time. We've had many threats we've had very much to deal with, and well, we could certainly, there's always Jotun on the horizon to slay, and we could use another hand in the battle." Yeah, I'm sure we could get to that. Anyway, libations? And he seems very much eager to just sit down, drink. Alden leads you over to the kind of smaller mead hall. It's not like a full mead hall like you would experience on Grimnir, but there are like tables with benches where everybody's supposed to be kind of like shoulder to shoulder. There's barrels of like ale and mead, but also like a couple casks of wine, some other fruitier drinks that your raiders wouldn't be caught dead with on Grimnir. But they're offered here nonetheless. Boda seems to help herself to the fruitiest offering, with the lowest alcohol percentage. And you're actually pretty sure it's just grape juice. It like you don't think there's any fermentation in the option she picked at all. Loknir grabs like a little bit of a stronger wine, but still wine. And everybody just starts getting down to feast. Nark, one of the twins, says, "Hey, have you heard word of there was like some kind of hurricane down on some of the islands just south of here? It's been there's been some delays in some ships, and hope you were able to travel here safely." Boda says, "Oh, really? No, our horses have been traveling over land. We've come from the direction of the academy, actually. But no, that's terrible. Hadn't heard about that. You three have heard of this hurricane. It was like a little bit out of season. Like usually there's like a 3-month period where hurricanes would be like kind of expected, but it was like a full month and a half after like the tail end of when you would normally expect it. So, you know, just a bit all three of you go ahead and roll history checks, please.
Do we use our stats?
Go and use your own stats for yours.
Also,
Um,
if I may add,
Yes.
since
All right.
we know that there's only certain things that can get a wicker drunk,
Mhm.
may we possibly imagine that that Sprig had been working on something with somebody who does the brewing here to create the, if you will,
The
the
flaming
beta
eagle?
test of a flaming eagle. And is fully sitting there drinking this, fully standing, not sitting down with anybody, standing at the bar, staring, drinking this drink.
Can I also add a thought I had? I think Nat would go up to Sprig and go, "Hey kid, you wanna play a game?"
Only if the game involves hurting people.
Well, I was thinking anytime they said something shitty, we take a drink.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. So Nat's back there.
All right, Sprig, roll a con save, please. This is a beta test of the drink, so this is going to be a higher DC than the modern equivalent, but
I love it. Oh my god.
it will.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh shit. I got a 12.
Okay. Go ahead and take 3 fire damage, and this is on Sprig's stat block.
Okay.
As the
Oh, I didn't roll
concoction...
on her con. I rolled on mine.
Oh, okay.
Is that
It's
okay?
fine. Yeah. It would have been, I think, slightly lower.
Wait, where is her stuff on this? Sorry.
Yep.
Why am I not seeing her hit points? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
It's okay. I have it in front of me. I can also track
Okay,
it.
here we go.
What did I say? 3 fire damage?
3.
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate.
Yep. So yeah, you're feeling the burn a little bit. However, you do not. The benefit of this drink is it's painful, but you don't get the inebriation that others would get. So I'm gonna do something a little bit weird with this. I'm gonna say, Palter and Nat, I'm gonna have you roll for each other's. Just
That
to
makes
keep things
sense.
simple.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So,
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just thinking
love
literally.
that's the simplest way to do it.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is purposeful.
So Nick, go ahead and roll for Nat's con save.
Okay.
Before you do,
I'm
never
sorry.
mind. I was gonna say, how strong of a drink would Nat be going for?
Medium high.
Medium high. Okay. Cool. So 20 is high enough for like the medium high.
Great.
If you went for the hardest one, you would have just barely hit the DC. But
She still wants to like see what the
yeah.
fuck's going on here. So
Yeah.
not all the way.
Not trying to black out or anything.
Yeah, no.
Lovely.
Trying to make it a little less uncomfy.
Yeah, so the conversation here, all 3 of you, and again with you 2 rolling for each other, all 3 of you roll, actually I already had you roll history, didn't I? Let's resolve that first.
Nat's playing drinking games.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so rolling for each other. Yeah, Nat was like focused on the drinking bit. Palter, you have been just keeping track of like which people are needing help in the area, and like not just like who needs a hero to slay a beast, but like who needs relief efforts. You tend to be really good at organizing that kind of thing. You're the person that like shows up after the hurricanes with like, chainsaws and hammers. Sorry, that's my context. That's me with like
No, yeah.
things that I've experienced in real life. Like
Saws
there's
and
like
hammers.
yeah, but also like meal kits and things. So you've just been noticing that there have been there's been a steady increase over the past couple years. You're not sure what the cause of it is, but there's just been a few more like natural type disasters. You know, just more casualties. It's kind of hard to pin down a number because it's not like somebody's keeping a census or like listing data on spreadsheets or anything, but just from like the effort you're having to expend with like sending relief missions and sending relief efforts, you're just noticing you've been kept busier more recently. Your hands are quite full right now. You've been put under a bit more strain than usual. So the fact that they didn't encounter anything difficult here was probably a boon. It's becoming rarer nowadays.
And real quick, how long ago did Loknir kind of drop off the map? A couple years?
You saw him a little over a year ago.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was the last time he was like home. But I will say it's not the first time he's been away, but it has been the longest he's been away. The last time before that was like a couple years prior, and he was gone for about 4 or 5 months. So yeah, out of the ordinary, but not like so startlingly out of the ordinary. I mean, you are, reaching adulthood. You're basically an adult. You can be trusted on your own. You basically have your own place at this point. You have your own space separate from his. So, you live in a community, but you do have your own domain. It's not like you need him. At least you say.
I know.
But yeah, the conversation does get schmaltzy. There's like they get very lovey-dovey. There's like a whole conversation about a meet cute where like they happened to be studying in the same library and were going after the same book and ended up having coffee together, and how they just really synced up on things and have done a few projects, a few experiments magically together. Fully meaning it in the arcana, mystical magical sense, which is almost worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, just Sprig, using Sprig's stats, go ahead and roll an insight check, please.
Did we decide if Sprig is a builder or are they a watcher? Because I never specified.
Good question.
Because that does make a difference.
I'll offer you the choice. We can roll for it, or you can pick. I will say, technically, a third option would be your more prototypal.
True.
That you're not quite either. That you have the base traits of a Wicker, but you haven't really leaned into one or the other. You have like potentially more humanoid facial features, but like the rest of your limbs are just very much out there.
Because the reason I'm asking is because the Watchers get advantage on insight.
I'm gonna say because you wouldn't be disguised for this, I'm gonna say that would not apply. But that is
all right.
It's worth asking. I get why you asked.
All right.
Yeah, this is just straight.
Beg pardon, but how do I roll that on this sheet?
Oh, straight wisdom. If it doesn't list it as a skill.
Cool.
Yeah. 11.
Oh, I'm rolling just to you. Sorry. My bad.
That's fine. You got an 11.
I got an 11.
Yep. Do you have the toggle to switch that off, or do you need me to?
Oh, to switch it to public? I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I just did.
Cool. So 11 insight. Who are you focusing on more at this moment, Loknir or Boda?
That's a good question. mad at Loknir. Voda's kind of an interloper, but Loknir kind of, here's this person, you never know how he feels about you, and then he fucking disappears, and then all of a sudden he comes back with this lady and he's being all lovey-dovey with her, and ew. So, probably still Loknir.
Still Loknir. Okay, so on an 11 insight on Loknir, yeah, he hasn't really been looking at you, like, hardly at all. Like, anytime he's even glanced in your direction, it's just been passing right over you. Like, it's an almost painful level of, like, neglect of attention your way.
Can I tell if it's intentional? Like he's ignoring me on purpose, or if he's just kind of ignoring me?
I mean, on the surface, it looks like he's just so enraptured with her. You don't know if that's really the case, or if he's trying to avoid you. He is a bit tricky at times. It's hard to get a read on him, even under the best of circumstances. But your throat is burning a bit, and it's tough
it's
right
more
now.
than
But
burning.
he's
The minute they went to Schmaltzy, the shots did not stop.
lovely. Go ahead and roll another con save.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah, Palter.
I'm wondering if I could pick up on this vibe of what's occurring.
I'm not hiding
Another
it,
4
so
fire
yes.
damage. Yeah, Elizabeth, go ahead and roll Palter's insight check on Sprig.
29.
Sprig has like visible singe marks, and there's like steam coming out of what would be ears. It looks like a very literal manifestation of what's going on internally.
Yeah.
And you do see the looks being directed very much at Loknir.
I think at the very least, Halter would stand up and excuse himself to go grab something from the bar. But just the most placating smile you've ever seen. And kind of mosey up and stand next to Sprig and just order a grape juice. And just go, well, that was a surprise, wasn't it?
He's not even looking at me.
They seem very
Ridiculously happy.
Yes, they do. How are you feeling?
Like it shouldn't bother me. Like I don't want it to bother me. And then I also want to just take this shit and pour it all over him and make him burn.
Okay, we'll
want
refrain
him
from the
to
second
burn.
option. Okay.
I know.
And that's a valid feeling. I promise. It is.
I would support the second option.
I know you would, Nat. I know you would.
Well, who marries somebody after 2 months?
Great question.
Someone who must be very in love.
That's disgusting.
It's cute in a way, I think.
Is it?
Squirrels are cute.
Yes.
You know, little things are cute. The cute little things you've taught me to make are cute. That is just.
Loknir kisses Boda's hand. He's like pouring her another thing of that awful grape juice.
Okay.
Halter,
Well,
you gotta admit it's a little ick.
It's weird, and the fact that they're so weird about, like, there's been shit happening in the world, and normally it's him stirring it up or something. I don't know, him causing problems, I guess. I don't know.
they
Whatever.
were very fortunate to not come into contact with any sort of disaster on their way here. It's something we should be thankful for.
Do you really think it was fortune?
I was gonna say, does Palter fully believe that?
I don't know.
I'll leave it up to you. It's fine.
Okay.
I think Palter is trying to be hopeful.
Valid. Yeah, I get
All
trying.
three of you go ahead and roll insight.
Okay. That's wisdom, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Their delight seems sincere.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, they both seem to be genuinely happy about being married and how things are progressing. There's no like dropping the expression when they think nobody's looking or like as they're sipping a drink. Like it's the mood is just staying there. Usually if there's something performative you would notice. But everything is coming across as very sincere right now.
Alter. I need you
Speak
to give
freely.
me something to do.
Something to do?
To get out of here. I can't stay here anymore. I need, like, just send me to help somebody. I don't care.
You want to go train?
Yes.
Yes.
Something.
That's a very good idea.
Please.
Okay.
No one
You
will keep you.
notice that people are starting to get up. You hear some word about like where they're going to be sleeping, and Loknir does have his own. I think he has his own place here. Yes.
Not staying in my tower.
Right.
We like boundaries. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, space is good.
Yeah, you have your own tower.
Yeah.
Luckily, he does have a place you can take her that's nowhere near yours. He still hasn't come up to you. He's already walking out. He's headed out the door, off to go. You hear that there's gonna be some a game that's comparable to croquet with like Alden and the twins. Very low impact, there for chit chat.
We should go hit
very
something
dull kind of
instead.
game.
That's the worst game they could have possibly picked.
If Loknir does get up and leave before Spurg is able to, then Spurg's expression is going to change. And it's going to go from pure rage to just like, they're about to break into tears. Like,
Oh.
he just left. He just left me.
Alter would put a hand on Spurg's back and just be there. Wouldn't like be in the space too much, and he would just kind of go, that is, oh, I can't defend anything. That is a dick move.
At that point, that would be Spurg's reaction, is just kind of a laugh, and then would just kind of turn over and give you a big hug.
Alter would return it.
You know, I
I'm
know
just
you try to
thinking
look
that
on the
we're
nice,
together now.
nice side of things. It is good to hear you say that that was a dick move, because that means it was.
I don't want to lie to you.
I appreciate that. He does that too much.
Hey.
Where do you all go?
The opposite direction of wherever those two are going.
I want to go talk to Loknir.
Oh, you want to go? Okay, you can.
Yeah.
I'll go-
I'm
I'll-
going away.
Yeah, I'll go with if Sprig's cool with it. I'll go with Sprig and we'll go hit some shit really hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Palter would exchange a look with Nat that's just like, you got it.
Got it.
As you head out, Palter, you're headed in the direction of the croquet group. As you do, Loknir does actually call out to Nat and say, I'll bet you 10 gold I can beat you at this.
The worst game?
I mean, if you're too much of a chicken, you're welcome to forfeit, but
I've already challenged her to something. I've got prior claim.
That's true.
Just tries to walk off.
Sprig here actually had a much better bet than that, so I turned around.
Oh, fair enough. Sprig, and do enjoy your time. Lovely to see you. And he walks off.
Death glare.
I'm following.
He's lucky stone doesn't burn.
Nick, I need you to roll for Nat. A con save.
Okay.
25. Okay. It's you're able to basically spend as much time as you want sparring. Eventually, it gets to be pretty late in the evening. So, do you like where would you go to spend the last couple hours before sleep? You're able to get food when you need it. You don't even need to interact with people if you don't feel like it. Would you go to your respective abodes, or would you try to go to the same place?
I would just be kind of following Sprig's lead.
I think at that point, Sprig, once they're kind of like tired out, she just kind of look at you and say, "Thank you.
Yeah.
If they stick around, I might need more of that, even if it means losing as badly as I just did."
Well, if you when you practice, the better you'll get.
That's what they say.
So, if they stick around, you'll probably be a badass warrior.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go lie down for a minute.
Okay. Hits you a little too hard as she pats your back.
Sprig, roll perception. This would be, if you don't have perception, it would be just straight wisdom.
Okay. We're there. 15.
Okay. That is high enough. As you're headed to your tower for the evening, you spot a figure walking towards the edge of the forest, kind of glancing around them, and then heading deeper in. Somebody with long skirts, slender figure. Looks like Boda is headed off into the woods. You don't see Loknir anywhere, but she's going off by herself.
Have I seen Aspen return from scouting?
You have not.
Lovely. Right. So we're gonna follow her, and we're gonna be a little sneaky for a little bit. See how sneaky I can be.
Okay. Roll stealth check. Which is
Stealth
dexterity if you don't have
dex.
stealth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
All right. We will come back to that in a little bit. All right. Hap, you have been so very patient. Let me... Oh, we are on the right map for this. Lovely. Okay, so, you, see, I'm gonna put a token on the map here. It's right about...
I have to keep reminding myself Odrun isn't here. It's just that.
It's just me.
Yeah,
scene
Odrun has the
happened.
stream, so yeah.
I'm just a flashlight.
I will also say a very
camera.
funny detail about this.
camera.
Hap, you can actually see more of the map than the viewers at home can because I am using Odrun's like non-dark vision sight. But you do have dark vision, so you can see this room a lot more clearly than the viewers at home can. But viewers at home get a realistic idea of how dark and spooky this would be ambiently. So
Can the viewers at home
Um,
see that other token on there? Because that's enough dark and spooky I need. Whatever this thing that is.
Pretty dark and spooky.
that is the reflection, the thing that looks like you, Hap, which you are seeing
nothing like me.
through. Yeah, you're seeing it kind of through, like refracted through this like light beam. That's these beams seem to be like holding up that obelisk that Sigryn touched. She's having to kind of reach up to touch like the underside of this like double pyramid shape, or the D8 shape, I think, as I described it last week. So go ahead and roll whatever check you would like to make to gather information about this thing.
Okay. So can I can still see it, and it's still looking at me, and it's not like, and we're moving independently of each other. It's not like a weird mirror trick.
It does not seem to be doing your exact movements. You notice as you're flying around, it's just there.
I'm gonna do insight.
Insight, lovely.
Oh, well, it's 11, so I don't know how well this is gonna go.
It looks hostile.
Yeah, no, it looks hostile. This entire planet's fucking hostile, so that tracks.
So, go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Okay. Just as a quick question here, how big are these beams? Like, I can go under and over. Like, how wide
Yes.
are
they? They're about a foot thick. It's like a 1 foot diameter spotlight is shining and connecting to these things. Though it looks denser than like a beam from a spotlight. It almost looks like if you touch it, it might crackle or sizzle or do something. Looks like stronger and like also more focused. I mean, the more modern.
How big did you say it was again?
About a foot thick beam.
Okay.
Yeah. Lovely.
And is that where Sigryn is currently standing?
Sigryn would actually be right about here, touching the obelisk. Skuld is looking over at a crystal ball on a desk and doesn't seem to have noticed this yet.
Thanks, Skuld.
What?
Hey, Skuld, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? As I am clearly glancing right at the thing.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Okay.
Just turns around. You notice she's looking at a different beam of light than you. She's looking at one that's closer to her.
Skuld, what are you seeing exactly?
Like another me, like right here in this beam.
Oh, shit. Same, but on this beam.
Okay.
Is it weird and angry looking and not flattering at all?
I mean, it looks a lot like how I normally look. So it's hard to say. You get to go first in initiative.
Okay, well, alright. So, this thing is in the beam. It's not out of the beam. It's just staring at me.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't want to dispel the... Oh, I'll try that, because of course, frickin' Sigryn is right there doing shit, so... I guess I'm going to... Can I bonus action and save my action?
Yes, you can ready an action and still use your bonus action now.
Okay, also, real quick, is a Karn in this beam of light?
A Karn is holding you aloft, right? You're flying on a Karn?
Yeah, over this wall.
You do not see a mirrored reflection of a Karn.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, how tall is the room again?
I think I said 50 feet.
Alright, well, if me has the same abilities as I do, then it's not really gonna matter.
Yeah, you're still you. You're the only one who gets to have an easy time tonight at this.
I'm just saying, if the me I'm facing is like me, then it's not really gonna matter. Fuck it though. A card is gonna do like, basically since I'm already floating, I'm just gonna go to the top of the ceiling. Bonus action vitality of the ironwood, just to give it, because I don't like this shit at all. And my ready to action is literally just Eldritch Blast the shit out of this thing. If or when it looks like it comes out of the beam in a hostile manner.
It comes out of the beam in a hostile manner. Understood.
Let me get myself all
Okay.
that stuff. So, and then I'm just gonna yell to Skuld and be like, "Get ready!"
Cool. Skuld is going to also ready an attack if something tries to come at her. Next the reflections are gonna go. And your token is positioned where you would be, correct?
But like, straight up.
Okay.
I'm assuming the beam is not next to me in this particular instance.
It is not adjacent to you where you are now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I assumed, based on your description.
Okay, this one is gonna move. It has 40 feet of movement, so it can get up to where you are.
Well, not exact. I'm also 40. I'm at the ceiling.
Well, the beam was not at ground level, so.
Well, how was? Is it at the ceiling? Did I get closer to the beam? I'm flying.
You are flying, so you're 50 feet above the ground, right?
Yeah.
Started...
Yeah. I'm at 50 feet above the ground.
So yeah, the funny thing about D&D movement is going diagonally upward still counts as 5 feet, 5 feet, 5 feet. So as it's getting closer to you horizontally, it's also getting closer to you vertically.
It's flying?
Yes.
Can I attack it before it gets more than 5 feet away from that beam?
Sure.
That feels
yeah, go ahead and roll
hostile.
your attack.
That feels hostile. I don't like this. Please let force hit shadows, for the love of God.
Yep. Now I will say a readied action, you only get one attack, but I believe one attack still has three beams for your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. I'm gonna attack it again.
It dissipates.
Okay. Since I have another, technically my readied action was triggered. Could I use the last beam for the other shadow?
I'm gonna say for readied action, no.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
You just see Happy like,
yeah,
okay. That clearly wasn't me then.
Yep. Yeah, this other reflection is going to, you could see from here, a mirror image of Skuld just reaches out a hand, and tries to get the real Skuld around the throat, with this, illusory hand.
I'm trying to shadow thing, whatever.
And misses.
We gave Skuld so much fancy shit, I want to see her hit stuff.
True.
And then it is going to, as a bonus action, do a stealth check within the beam of light. And does not succeed. You notice it trying to blend in with the beam of light that surrounds it, but it stays there. However, Skuld's readied action goes off, and she is able to make one. What was the last weapon y'all gave her?
damn.
There's a lot
It
of
was
a
the
plus
one
one
that was
sword.
combined with the thing.
There was like a
wasn't it?
+1 sword. Okay.
No, we
let
had
me
a
just
Odrun, never mind.
roll. Okay,
I'm
she got
thinking
that one anyways.
Oh, Skuld.
She's trying.
Poor
Whoa,
baby.
freaky. Sorry, it threw me off.
Doesn't she have 2 hits?
It's like hitting a pond reflection. That was a readied attack, so she only
Oh,
gets one of those.
never mind.
And as you look, you see springing up from the beams two
Oh.
new reflections of each of you appear within the light.
Fucker.
It is your turn.
Oh, well, I fucking hate this. Karn is gonna dash. Well, maybe not dash, because I don't know how the other beams of light, but I'm at least gonna go here, but while still being 50 feet in the air, and I'm gonna start blasting at the shadows.
Okie dokie.
Let's go. I don't like it. Alright. So I'm gonna say the first one is to this shadow.
Okay.
Gonna
Yep,
blast
very
it
much
again.
It's still
I didn't
up.
kill it. God damn it.
Got
Third
very
one,
close.
Blasting it at. Feels like a waste.
Yep.
Alright, my next 3 blasts are gonna go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to it.
Okay.
There's that.
Yep. Hit. Mm-hmm.
There's that one.
Yep. Gone.
Great. And then the next one's gonna go to the one closest to Sigryn. This is my last blast.
Yep. Hit.
Alright, I'm just gonna be
Immediately
like.
bloodied.
Yep. I'm just gonna be like, Skuld, what the heck is happening here? Sigryn?
I
By the
don't
way,
know.
Has Sigryn, we've established, what does Sigryn look like to us right now as this is all happening?
I turned my head slowly
Um,
to you with white eyes.
A little bit, yeah. Just kind of like.
Just know that at the end of this battle, if you're still like that, I'm slapping the shit out of you for your own benefit. If
She
you
does
pull that
look
creepy
similar
shit.
to how she does when she's, in an elven trance that the elves do instead of sleeping.
Okay, that's
So
less
very similar
creepy,
to that kind of vacant look.
but not like possessed. That's really what Happ's concern is right now, is that you are somehow possessed by whatever this shit is.
To be fair, the trance is mine and this was not, so maybe I do look different.
That one. Oh, but you gave her a +1 weapon, so that's another 2 damage. Okay. And then the reflections are going to go. Same thing. The hands just seem to like attack and lash out and like pass through Skuld. That one misses, and then that one also misses. This one's gonna step out. Okay, the last one kind of like extends out from the beam of light. You notice that like some of them are trying to hit harder, but like as soon as they leave the beam of light, they get so much like thinner and more vacant, and their movements seem to be slower. So Skuld seems to be able to respond to it a lot easier than when they're in the beam. The one that is still in the beam is going to attempt a stealth check and succeeds. One of Skuld's reflections just wavers and disappears into the light, but you're pretty sure it's still there somewhere. And, of course, at the top of the round, you do see more reflections appearing.
Oh my god. This is a battle of fucking attrition here. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, fuck me. Okay. We're just gonna...
Before your turn, go ahead and roll, since you've had 2 rounds of this happening, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Oh, yeah, I'm so good at that. This isn't something I could just automatically succeed on, is it?
This is one that you could automatically succeed on.
Yeah, okay, I would like to automatically succeed on what the fuck is happening. Please and thank you.
Amazing. From your vantage point, you're kind of seeing all around this entire area.
Yes, I am.
And you see that these beams of light are connected to crystals on the wall and the obelisk in the middle. You mostly see energy flowing from these crystals up to the obelisk. You almost notice like in your experience, this would be what you see when certain compasses get a little bit too close to certain types of volcanic rock, where the needle gets pushed away from it in sort of a repulsed direction. So the crystals on the wall seem to be repelling the obelisk upwards, but there's some kind of energy flow going on here. There's energy coming from the crystals embedded in the walls to the obelisk, and those ripples, every time those ripples pass over where the reflections are, they seem to get stronger and clearer.
The reflections do?
Yes.
Okay.
So, with that knowledge, we are going to take a quick break. So, we will be back in about 8 minutes and see how all of these threats are dealt with. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Let's get right back into it. We're actually going to go in a bit of a different order, and we're going to start right where we left off with Happ, who is currently with Skuld and the unaware Sigryn in this chamber, currently being haunted by weird reflections that look like you and are like swiping out at you, trying to do something to you. They have not been able to land a single hit, but you're not sure what will happen if they do manage to do so. You have also just recently, in the last couple seconds, gained some insight about the nature of how this space functions. So, Hap, on your turn, what would you like to do as these new reflections continue to spawn?
Okay. So clearly, these shadows, or at least clear to me, I should specify. Anything is possible. It's clear to me that these shadows are getting energy and strength from the crystals on the wall. These same crystals that I suspect are holding up this obelisk. I don't like this. So I'm gonna start attacking again. But I'm gonna aim my first beam at the crystal on the wall nearest to Skuld.
Okie dokie.
So this is gonna be fun. Can I have... Would you say that Sigryn is within 80 feet of me?
Yes.
You're better at math than I am. Well, because I'm like in the air and Sigryn's down on the ground. Okay. Can I have a Karn hold a dash into Sigryn action in the event that this obelisk starts falling on them?
Understood.
Okay, cool. So let's do that first blast here. So that's a 29 for 9 damage on the crystal on the wall.
Okay. Lovely. So that does hit. However, you do notice that this looks like a particularly hard crystal. There is a damage threshold. So that first attack does no damage.
No damage.
Yeah, 9 damage is below its threshold.
Alright,
You have to hit. It's like the ships. Yeah. That one does land and does do all 13 of those points of damage.
Okay, now after it did that damage, am I able to gauge just a surface level any reaction from the shadows? Since I know I can't really do an action for anything like deeper.
You do notice the light flickers a little bit before the crystal kind of resumes pulsing. So it's still flowing energy there. But you do see a crack in the crystal, and you did notice an effect on the reflections when it impacted.
What about the obelisk?
The obelisk, hard to say right now.
Okay, I'm
You're kind of in the thick of it.
Doing one more blast here.
Okay.
For 10 damage.
10 damage is exactly what you needed to hit its damage threshold. That does do damage. So you are starting to see the crack ripple further outward. That crystal is not yet destroyed, but you have done significant damage to it, a very noticeable amount. If this was a person, I would call it bloodied.
Okay.
With that,
I still have
Skuld-
my... What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
a superpowered machine
do
gun.
your thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I forgot you had an Eldritch machine gun. Continue.
Yes, okay. Okay. I'm gonna blast it again. For 16 damage.
Yep, 16 damage. Lovely. Okay, yep, Crystal still is there. but it looks like a heartbeat away from shattering.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Akarn, if this thing starts going down on Sigryn, you know what to do. Oh, I hope Sigryn got all the information she needs. 10 damage.
10 damage. As this crystal shatters, the entire beam of light vanishes. The reflections remain, but they look significantly dimmer and significantly weakened.
The
And you
obelisk.
notice
I do have
no
one-
more energy flowing from that crystal. It is destroyed completely, lights out, gone. And the obelisk shudders ever so slightly. It like dips down and dips back up a little bit and bobs, as if it's like on springs.
Okay, well, I have one more blast. I'm gonna aim it at the bloodied one next to Skuld here.
Okay.
Might as well just get use of that for 11 damage.
11. Lovely. That one is still up,
Oh,
but it
screw you
is
too.
Skuld's turn.
I'm just gonna yell at the very end, just saying like, you see that? Leave us alone or I'll do it again.
Skuld's having a rough day here. Okay.
She needs lucky feet.
Yeah, if only she was born a halfling. She does.
Sheldon has a
14
rough
does
day.
hit that one though. So she does finish it off. As it vanishes from view, just. Yeah, you see these like 3 looming Valkyrie Skuld duplicates that are just. She's like swiping into them, and they just kind of dissipate. But 2 remain next to her. Let's see, now it is the Reflections turns. The 2 going after Skuld.
Did they not react at
Ooh.
all to my threat? Ugh. Stupid.
They don't seem to be paying any attention. Their facial expressions do not change. They just seem very vacant and single-minded.
Ugh, my worst enemy.
Okay.
can't be
One of these,
intimidated.
even in its weakened state, does manage to get a grip finally around Skuld's throat. Skuld takes 6 necrotic damage, and you notice like a paleness go about her, and her sword arm kind of sags a little bit, as if she's like drained of strength in this moment. So, Skuld's strength score, I'll just let you know, has been reduced by 1. So,
Wait, like
as that, you're not sure. As that necrotic energy flows through her.
Those are good.
Those are all the ones next to her.
Oh, fuck off. Don't you even think about it.
Yep, unfortunately they can still get up to you.
Things fly! Why do these things fly? I hate
They
them.
fly, I'm sorry.
This is
However,
stupid.
as soon as they are separated from that beam of light, you do notice them significantly weaken. Mechanically, all of their attacks when they are not in the light of the beams is made with disadvantage. So, 2 of these draining swipes coming your way as these like gaunt-looking duplicates of yourself stare you down and try to like surround you and grip you in their haunting grasp. Okay, that was going to be a dirty 20, but instead it's a 6 on the first one. The other one, with disadvantage, is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 7 necrotic damage as you feel this sapped from you. And your strength score is reduced by just 1. And I'm gonna let you know, I am rolling for the amount your strength goes down, so you both have been lucky so far.
You say that as if your strength wasn't already pathetic, so, you know, whatever.
No, I'm aware. But yeah, you feel your muscles like like there's like almost a shock in them, like something paralytic in a way.
Ugh. This is gross.
That is ooh, and sorry, I had one hidden that became visible.
I knew you would come back.
Yep. So that one, it's still gonna be a disadvantage, which is what saves Skuld from another of those swipes. Alright. Skuld's beam of light is gone, but that one does continue to spawn your duplicates. It is your turn.
Fuck. Okay. You got two options here. Go for the crystal or these shadows. I get the feeling this is going to keep spawning as long as that crystal is there, considering that no more spawned over by Skuld. So, we're going to go for the crystal.
Okay.
So 12 damage for the first one.
Got it.
17 damage for the second one.
Yeah, the crack widens in it.
Crit. A crit on
Crit?
it.
Okay.
That's what I crit, so I got 16 damage on that third beam.
16.
That's a lingering injury.
Crystals unfortunately do not get
Also,
lingering injury.
Karn's held action is just being renewed at this point.
Okay.
Go for Sigryn.
However, with that crit, that does shatter that second crystal, eliminating the next beam of light. You do notice the obelisk sagging significantly at this point. The other two beams of light seem to be sending extra like pulses into it to try to keep it up.
I got 3 more beams ready to go.
Yep, it does remain aloft. You do also see the reflections looking over at the other beams of light as if they might be going towards it to do something.
Okay, that's not good. Alright. I'm gonna yell at the Skuld like, Skuld! I don't think we should let them go to the other beams. Which is the one that hurt me? I would like to especially attack that one.
Okay. The one below you.
Great, that's good. Let's blast that one. So that's 13 damage.
So you're doing a ranged attack, so
Oh.
it's in melee range, so it is at disadvantage.
Oh, well, fine. Disadvantage for 8 damage, I guess. But I hit it more accurately
can
for less
still-
damage.
So you can
Okay.
still keep your. So
Okay.
my default is I use whatever the first damage roll is if I'm making
Oh,
you reroll
perfect.
something. So that's just the policy I keep. So you do deal 13 damage to it, and
Okay, let's go for the second
send it
beam.
wavering.
Have the right setting now for that one. Second
Mhm.
beam, 17 to hit.
Which does hit and eliminates that particular reflection.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hit the other one near me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, still at disadvantage for melee.
Oh no, my disadvantage was 22 for 10 damage.
Oh no, it hit.
Okay, cool. And I'll be like, hey, Skuld, just be aware we don't like it going to the other.
Got it.
And also, what is Sigryn doing as we're yelling literally across the room at each other?
Does not seem aware. Seems completely blind and deaf to the goings on around her.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
This is
so
why I was
after
brought
your
along for
turn,
this trip. This is why.
after your turn, Skuld is like, so do you want me to go after the shadows or the crystal?
I want you to stop the shadows from going to the crystal or to the light. I don't know.
Stop the shadows? Okay, I can focus on shadows. Okay.
Go for the crystals, because what if that thing squashes Sigryn? I just make sure the shadows aren't there.
Okay. She's just gonna do her multi-attack. Oh, lovely.
Oh, she crit. Do shadows have lingering injuries? Because that'd be really great.
Doesn't really matter in this case because the first attack wasn't quite enough to finish off the first reflection. So, but the second attack was.
Skuld, I need you to have like 5 more attacks, please, for the love of God.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not feeling great.
You really aren't.
Okay. Lovely. So these two are going to go over here.
Oh, the thing I did not want them to do.
Yep, and they are each going to use their action to touch the crystal and send some energy into that. You notice faint images of what looks like more reflections coming from there. The ones next to Skuld, they are still in darkness, so they're still at disadvantage. First one does not hit Skuld. The second one does hit, but it does not get a nat 20 because it is still at disadvantage. Skuld takes an additional 4 necrotic damage, and her strength score is reduced by 4. So right now, all of her attacks, all of her attacks are going to have a -2 penalty at this point.
Oh, Skuld, I
Okay,
love
and then
you,
the
but...
one next to you is in darkness, so it's a disadvantage. Only a 10 to hit you, so it misses. However, you do notice more shadows spawning in the light here.
Oh, fuck off.
It is your turn.
Fuck me. Okay. Sigryn, I hope you got whatever you need, because unfortunately, I think this thing's gonna start coming down. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. Screw it! I'm going for the crystals.
Okay.
Going for the crystals. Okay. Alright, first off, how tall is this wall?
It is about 20 feet. You have a clear shot on. I'm gonna say you can see the farther crystal from you. You might have to change your angle a bit to see the one that's closer to you.
Okay.
Just because you're kind of having to look around a corner. The geometry is a little weird.
I'm going for the farther crystal. Fuck it.
Mhm.
Shit. Shit. Okay. Alright. I don't know why I'm at disadvantage. So that's 11 damage. I'm
Yep,
assuming
got
that
it.
hits. That is 17 damage.
I hit the wrong button. It's not making the ghosty noise.
Alright.
Okay. Yep, you're seeing the cracks ripple through that crystal.
I'm doing another one for 12 damage.
12 is exactly what you needed to shatter the far crystal.
If anybody wants to do math to figure out how much HP these crystals have at it.
I could just tell you at this point.
Well, I thought people enjoyed math. I don't know why.
I mean, I'll just
game.
let you know, their AC is 12, and they have 40 hit points with a hardness of 10.
Fun. Okay.
Transparency does not hurt the game, y'all.
Okay. And then I guess if a Karn takes me next to because I want a Karn, so
Skuld is also very good at lifting Sigryn. You've seen her do it for miles and miles.
oh yeah, until you'd sapped all of her strength. You may have forgotten that little detail.
She still is stronger than you, I think.
Yeah, that's a low ass bar, okay? That is a low ass bar.
Also,
Alright.
as a Valkyrie, her carrying capacity is like doubled. So,
Look, I wasn't
so
planning
even
on
with reduced
carrying.
strength for
A con
carrying,
literally was gonna ram Sigryn out of the way. Might have a bruised rib later. Alright, well, if I get to this side of the shadow, can I see the other crystal?
yes, I'm gonna say from there it'll have half cover, but that only bumps its AC up to 14, which for you should be negligible.
You say that, and as soon as this happens, okay.
I think you
I'm
would have
just
to
saying
get
for
that one.
I'm just
transparency.
This is why I love people who love math. Okay, I'm just gonna yell over at Skuld and be like, "Get ready to grab Sigryn if needed."
I'll
I'm gonna
try.
start blasting away. Oh look, I
A nat
crit.
20.
A nat 20.
Nat 20. We love a good nat 20.
For that amount of damage, that's nice though.
Is that
16
16?
damage. Yeah.
Lovely. Cracks start
Uh,
spreading in the crystal.
Alright. Oh shit. That's not good.
That one does not do any damage to the crystal, unfortunately.
And that repeats the same thing. Oh well. Screw you too.
So yeah, that crystal does remain. Skuld is going to disengage and get adjacent to Sigryn. She doesn't try to pull her away just yet, but she's readying a pick up and move away kind of action. She doesn't seem to want to interfere with like whatever Sigryn's doing there. So
We're
she
giving you as much
disengaged.
time as we can, but you don't got a lot.
Yep. She is going to have the two reflections chase her. But the beam of light is not there, so that's a disadvantage. Miss.
Out of curiosity, how much
Miss.
time has passed since Sigryn went into a trance?
It's been a few minutes.
That's it.
So you don't know how long
Sorry.
it takes for memories to download. It's hard to say what's gonna happen there.
No.
Okay. You're not carrying a light source, are you?
There is a drift globe somewhere.
Where's your drift globe right now? Or where would it have been when you started this combat?
Shoot, what's the amount of light? Let me double check on my thing here for this
I think
drift
it's
globe.
10 bright, 10 dim.
10 bright, 10 dim. So honestly, it probably would have been like over here somewhere, because that's where most of the people were gathered.
Okay.
Like, that makes the most sense, I think. Either there or it would have been like over here. One of those two.
Okay. In that case...
Because I was over here, so it would... See, maybe it was
Yep.
there. Here or there. You can flip a coin. But I think those are the two spots it would have been. Most likely.
can you ping them one more time?
So I would think like right about here, because that would be between me and Sigryn at the start of this. Or over here, which would have been like kind of in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's more likely it would have been down here, in which case, two of these reflections are not going to have disadvantaged attack, because they are getting access to light. However,
that
the first one
obvious?
is going to be at disadvantage. And it just barely misses Skuld's AC as it takes a big swipe at one of her wings.
that's so
Next one is
satisfying.
trying to, like, grip around her shoulder. Just a straight roll. It gets a nat 1 and completely whiffs it. The other one that is catching the light that's amplifying it gets only an 11 and does not drain Skuld. So none of these attacks on Skuld land. Oh, I forgot my other boy up there. Not boy, it's Skuld. It's another reflection of Skuld. However, it's not close enough to the light, so it will be at disadvantage, which is still a 19 to hit. So Skuld
I've
takes
just forgotten
3
that one.
necrotic damage. I don't forget things like that. I never forget anything for combat, and I never self-sabotage, ever.
Never.
Her
Absolutely
strength
not.
score reduces by 1. So altogether, that is 6 less on her strength score, bringing her down to 11 strength. Let's see. The 3 that surround you, none of them are in close enough to a light to negate disadvantage. So 3 disadvantage attacks are coming your way, Hap. That is an 8. 17 to hit.
17's my armor class.
Okay, 4 necrotic damage. And your strength score is reduced by 1. I've got one more.
6.
You're at 6? Okay. You're starting to feel about as strong as for you, a 2-year-old. You have not felt this weak in a long time. One more attack coming at you at disadvantage. That is an 8. The third illusory Hap, glaring at you with wicked eyes, reaches out a clawed paw and just it sinks through you, but through its wavering light, the light of it dissipates, and it just can't quite get energy to be pulled from you.
It feels insulting.
With that, one more Hap duplicate spawns in the one remaining beam of light, having been activated by the other illusions. Hap, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, let's blast it. Oh, look, 15 damage to that crystal.
15. Okay. Okay, crystal's still there.
Alright, let's do another one for another 15. If we're gonna repeat, might as well repeat.
Okay. On a 15, your blast goes out. The crystal shatters.
I'm just gonna yell at Skuld really, really loud.
Yep. And with that, Skuld is going to just kind of reactionarily. Skuld basically had this readied. Is going to well, took the disengage action, so is going to move away with Sigryn. Sigryn's hands separates from the obelisk as it comes crashing down with an even louder, more spectacular shattering. As the remaining illusions all, one by one, vanish and dissipate into the air, wavering as the lights from all the crystals fade. So, going back. Ooh. I kind of want to roll for which one we go to next, because it doesn't entirely matter.
I vote Sigryn because it's been the longest since we've done hers, but that's
That's
just me.
true.
Mm-hmm.
She started
Yeah, we
it,
could do
so
that.
if we can
Yep,
vote.
that works. Sure.
I have no preference. I was typing going potty, be right back, but I don't mind going.
No, let's
I mean,
do
we could do the
Sigryn.
other
It's
one.
fine. Let's do Sigryn. That way you know when you go potty, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rush through this, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you
can
purposely
go away
take a
from the
drink of
map
water?
screen. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It was just really
Not
good.
rushing at all.
Channeling a local.
I am getting my notes in order.
I'm not
and
rushing
kept
at
them,
all.
I know.
like,
How dare you?
listen,
How dare
being
all of
evil
you?
is exhausting. I have to...
Can't believe you.
There.
Okay. Sigryn, or whatever your name is, you are paralyzed. Your eyes are open. You feel the slight flutter of detect thoughts on the edge of your mind, but you can tell that there's no attempt to probe deeper. So he seems to be keeping his word on that. You know that any thought that you project to him will be communicated to him as if you were speaking. But your lips are numb, your mouth cannot move, your eyes are able to kind of twitch a little bit if you focus really hard. But you just are there kind of passively as you see Loknir lock the door very casually to the rest of the building, making sure that there's no view out to the what you realize is now a very isolated balcony that you're on. And he starts pulling out implements from a bag of holding, some candles, some chalk, a few other things that you can't quite see, as he sketches out some sigils and shapes on the ground nearby. And he's just chattering out loud to you. He says, "You know, fun fact about elven physiology, while you are quite incapable of sleep, there's not much of a difference between sleep and ineffectual paralysis. So, some people are so focused on what others' weaknesses are and don't adjust for the situation at hand. Anyway, I am terribly sorry to do this, but it is quite necessary. You see, I am on a very important journey right now. And
Why couldn't
he's
you just ask me? There's a lot of work. You could have just asked me first before you decided to knock me out with whatever information you're trying to get out of my head.
Oh, I know
I
we're
thought.
I know we're good friends, but I do feel like the favor I'm asking of you would strain even our good graces. So I'm
Oh, yeah,
afraid
'cause it would be much
betrayal.
better.
He gets a little bit of a almost manic gleam in his eyes as he turns his full focus to you, takes a pause in the sketching and drawing he's doing with the chalk and the sigils. Listen, my friend, I have found a spark. I am on the path to what I've always yearned for. If this goes the way I plan for it to, will achieve what no one else in this realm has ever been capable of. I will become a god.
I already know you're gonna fail because you keep calling me friend, and obviously you're delusional.
Yes, I have gathered that our relationship is most likely permanently tarnished after this.
Yeah.
I will say, if it were not necessary for my goals, I would not put you through such a thing. Let's get this done as quickly as possible, shall we? If you'll bear with me just a moment.
No.
And he goes back to arranging his implements.
Oh, I'm throwing daggers at you in my mind.
You notice that he seems to have finished drawing the sigils and lighting some candles, and you see him pull from his bag what looks like a very ornate spear, tipped with what looks like an opalescent rainbow type stone carved into an extremely sharp point. And he just takes it out, looks at it for a moment, lays it down in the middle of this ritual circle he seems to have drawn. It did have to be you, unfortunately. Your awareness, your skills, there's something in you that I'm afraid cannot be replicated by anybody else. So,
Fucking
now,
man, too. Couldn't ask, just decided all this and made a potential situation in your head to now I'm fucking gonna die because you decided we're not close enough friends to even have a conversation with me first. I'm so mad. Go for it, just fucking kill me. So mad at you.
Kill you.
We'll never be friends
Kill
again.
you. No, darling. No. You have me mistaken. I'm not here to kill you. That would be too much terribly of a waste. I do, however, need just parts of you. And he pulls out a vicious, sharp-looking blade, more of a machete than a dagger. And he says, "Now, I did include with that paralytic a analgesic, so hopefully you shouldn't feel any of this. Consider it a thank you." You don't see what exactly he does, but you feel pressure just above your knee. And you just hear grotesque sounds coming from that direction. You're unable to turn your gaze that way. But something about it feels off and wrong and horrible and awful. And you hear thump as something detaches from you.
Oh.
After this session, I'm gonna show you, not gonna show you guys, I'm gonna tell you guys about a scar in a weirdly similar place. It's really funny. I'm just kidding. Or an oddly similar situation, too.
Oh dear. Similar situation, I sure hope not.
We'll talk later.
There. That disgusting part's over. And he brings your leg over to the ritual circle next to the spear. You can't quite see what he does with it, but he seems to discard parts of it. He seems to have gotten hold of some kind of carving knife, and seems to have carved a piece of bone from your shin, a splinter about a foot long that, as he discards the rest of it. Lovely.
You work really fast, I'll give you that. That's why I loved you, Lokmir, platonically.
No, I understand. And I will truly miss these talks that we've enjoyed. I have truly enjoyed them. I understand if
will.
this friendship cannot continue.
Obviously
He
not.
seems to be working. Say that last part again.
Obviously not. We cannot be friends after this. I don't know who taught you relationships. This is ridiculous.
Some things are more important than whatever I was. Who I will be is history. Who I will be is a legacy. And, I mean, call me a betrayer, call me whatever you like, but this power will be mine. And
Are you the betrayer because you betrayed Sigryn this whole time? You fucker. This whole time?
Everybody.
as I will say, as Sigryn processes these memories, that thought may occur to you. Though you are aware historically that Loknir did commit many larger betrayals, it does look like you can add a more personal betrayal to that list. This casual cruelty.
You and Boda are perfect together. And I mean that insultingly.
He does some chanting. He spends quite a bit of time working some kind of magic over this spear, and just kind of peeking around him, you kind of see the splinter of bone fuse and merge and mesh with the spear, and it pulses and ripples with a rainbow of light. There we go. Thank you very much for your assistance. I am going to offer you something that I know won't fully make up for the distress I've put you through, but, well, here. And he takes your limp hand and with his finger kind of draws a sigil on your palm. Not like with any ink, just tracing his finger in a few different shapes. And you feel kind of a warm pulse go through your hand, and a little, you see that same sigil floating in an iridescent rainbow pattern above your hand as it sinks in. May take a couple days, but It'll grow back. I'm not a monster.
My name is on that spear. You literally have my bone in there, and from what I know, if your name's on it, it's yours. So I also get a spear. Legit have my bone in there.
By
Yeah?
the time you catch up with me, if you ever catch up with me, I don't believe it will matter.
This is the lore for my speed, too. This is why I'm so fast, guys. It's a weird thing in the back. Subconsciously, I had to be faster to catch up to the...
Now, I believe that's that business dealt with, and he uses prestidigitation to clean up the area, puts his implements back in his bag. Now, Heimdall, my darling. I do wish you all the best. I'll see you around. And he climbs onto his griffin, takes off the rainbow spear at his side as he disappears, and by the time you're able to twitch your fingers again and the another guard finally notices you, he's long gone, not even a distant speck on the horizon over which you watch.
Paralyzed tears, but tears.
Now you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah, okay. I forgot.
Don't forget.
Right. Okay.
Sprig. Okay. We good? We good? Need a breather? We good?
No, we're fine.
Sat.
I'm fine.
Cool. Gotta
I
check
fucking
in.
called it.
We're just-
but
We're all yelling in our side chat. We're good.
there's proof in
Cool.
the chat. I fucking called it.
You did. You did great.
Yep. I get to hold on to some things for longer. No, you thought the plot twist was just Sigryn used to be Heimdall? No.
No.
There had to be more to it. Okay, but back to Sprig. So you noticed Boda sneaking off into the woods, and you snuck off after her. How close do you want to get?
I mean, with the stealth that I rolled,
We'll resolve that in a second, but
for now, just close enough to kind of see where she's going. Not, once she gets wherever she's going, maybe closer, but yeah. For now, just enough to tail her.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Which
It's
is
straight wisdom if you don't have it. Does that stat block have any skills listed?
Oh, here we go. Dex, Con, Deception, Performance. I have Deception and Performance.
You have deception performance. Cool. Cool. That'll come up a lot here.
So I'm a bard, evidently.
Yeah, I did not write this stat block. I'll just say that much.
Okay.
No, this is the Wicker Archer stat block. So
Yeah.
I don't know why archers need deception performance, but
I don't know either.
you know what? I'll let you pick right now. What 2 skills do you think you would have instead?
If I had, let's see, hang on. Okay, I'm not doing this just because of my bad
I was gonna say
roll.
stealth is an option.
Yeah, just because stealth actually would be in there because of Lognir. Because Sprig would have tried to sneak around and figure out what he was doing at times. And then I think also, I think there would actually be athletics in there. I think it'd be athletics and stealth.
Athletics and stealth, got it. Yeah, you trail her for quite some time. She's making quite the hike out there. You're at least a mile away from home base, as the darkness of the nighttime gets deeper. You can definitely make out the stars between the branches of the trees through the forest. You're kind of hiking up some very narrow trails over some mountainous, kind of tiered steps. There's some winding paths that kind of go up. Is there anything I need to know about that needs to be shared with the class?
Sorry.
No,
Okay,
Sorry.
not
just checking.
presently.
Nope. We'll
Okay,
share later.
just checking. Just checking.
Nick's fault.
I blame
Alright,
Nick.
all good. You you do see that her clothes seem to be a bit more simple at this point. They're not the fine, noble gowns that she was wearing earlier. It looks more like a more practical hiking skirt.
Is it
Definitely
like
a bit
she
shorter. It's not really
changed?
dragging.
Is it like she changed or like she'd been wearing an illusion before?
It with a 15 perception, it does look like she was wearing this when you spotted her sneaking off. So
Oh.
she could have changed between the time you saw her and when she snuck out, but it's not like it changed partway through the journey.
Okay.
She also does seem to be, with a 15 perception, you notice that she is using some kind of staff for support that you don't think she was using before. Some kind of shape at the top of it. But as you continue to follow her, she stops at this one. It's not quite a cliff, but there's more of those like tiered steps that kind of go down. There's like a 10-foot drop and a 10-foot drop and a 15-foot drop and 10-foot drop. There's like a creek nearby where water's trickling. And she looks around a little bit and she touches her hand to the ground. And she whispers a couple words that you can't quite make out, but something raises from the ground. Some kind of humanoid shape of mud or maybe stone, but some almost skeletally shaped, gaunt figure, this like husk of an individual, just raises from the ground. And you can't quite make out if she's like saying anything, but she seems, Boda places her hands to the head of this figure, and then reaches down to the figure's hands, places something in their hand. You kind of make out a little bit of light, maybe a light orange glow, coming from whatever she passes to this individual. The figure closes their fist around whatever is glowing there, nods, and then starts sprinting off further into the woods.
What does Boda do?
She still stands there. And then she reaches down to the earth again, and another figure, just like the one she just created, springs up, and the same process repeats. She raises her hand to their head, places something glowing in orange in their hand. This one sprints off in what looks like a slightly different direction. But she, if you don't interrupt her, she does do it a couple more times.
Oh gosh.
And then you hear a twig snap beneath your foot. You see her turn her head to the side. You can make out her face in profile, silhouetted against moonlight. You can come out now, you know.
So Sprig just walks out, bold as anything. Who were your friends?
Oh, just some helpers. We have a lot to get done after all.
Oh,
You're quite the curious one, aren't you?
well, considering who brought me about, are you really all that surprised?
No. Loknir. Lochner always has the best creations. Can't wait to see what he and I make together.
So yours, what are they doing?
Furthering a very necessary work. And she pulls out from her pocket a glowing orange stone. I don't know if you're familiar with these, but this is a flamestone. If you throw it, it ignites and sets the entire area aflame. Each of my stone sisters, I have just given 5 each. The more you have together, you see, the more explosive the effect.
And you wish to cause explosions?
Well, it's less about the explosion, more about burning this entire forest to the ground.
And Lochner's in on this.
Oh, no, he has absolutely no idea what I'm doing right at this very moment. He's occupied. He'll come around in time, but for now, my endeavors are aided by other helpers that are more established in other ways. I will say some of the witches have been quite helpful.
I can imagine.
You know, he talked a lot about you.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. He almost wouldn't shut up about it. It was a bit annoying until I diverted his attentions to a more productive task. He always liked your independence and tenacity. Suppose you might have gotten that from him, or maybe that's all your own. Who's to say? I am curious what you think you'll do after this.
What I think I'll do after seeing you do this?
Mm-hmm. How do you think this is going to go?
I don't know. None of us can know until we actually find out.
Well, let me tell you a story then.
Why?
You see,
I'm a little old for that.
well, this one I'm sure you'll find quite relevant. You see, when a forest burns, especially when it burns out of season, it's not just that the environment is scorched. You see, when a forest is burned at the wrong time, it can lead to mudslides in the wet season. And mudslides in the wet season lead to flooding in the lowlands, which can lead to drought, starvation the season after, which can lead to prolonged winters and trigger other nasty effects. There's a whole ripple, a cascade of cause and effect. One act here can lead to several other disasters, and if you apply just the right kind of pressure, you can shatter a world.
And that's what you want.
It wouldn't be the first time I've done so.
How many other times have you done so? And what makes this world so appealing?
Well, look around you, darling. This world is beautiful, is it not? The magnificent cities, the sparkling vistas. I mean, look at this valley here. It's absolutely stunning. I've been alive for millennia, and each world I've been to, the beauty never ceases to amaze me.
It amazes you so much you wish to destroy it.
Of course. I want nothing more.
You're fucked, you know that?
I suppose from your perspective I would be, yes. Now, As much as I enjoy destroying beautiful things, and you would be so delightful to destroy, I'm afraid my darling husband would take too much notice if you were to disappear all of a sudden. He does care for you, you know. I can only distract him so much, but if you were to disappear, it would raise too many questions. What you're going to do is not breathe a word to another soul about this.
So at this point, Sprig is just gonna look at her and go, ha! And shoot her.
Okay? Roll
Actually,
initiative.
hang on. I think I will shoot her. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Rolling
Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh, whoops! I don't have a valid
Let me...
token.
1 second. 1 second, let me get you to a different map.
Hey.
It's a daytime map, but we can make it work. It's nighttime.
It'll work.
Okay. I think I can roll your initiative from this. There we go. Okay. And that thing's already wandered off. Okay. Boda is going to raise her hand. And I need to shift the music a little because I need this to, like, we've rolled initiative. This needs to be a bit more intense. Okay. Yeah, that feels appropriate. She raises her hand and begins to chant words that sound unfamiliar to you, but you have spent enough time around magic users that you recognize the movements of a levitation spell. Except as she finishes the spell, she doesn't point at you. She's pointing off into the woods nearby. And as the energy flows, you see a figure being lifted from some bushes nearby. You see Aspen.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm afraid I didn't make myself clear. You will not breathe a word of this to anyone.
Question. In this time,
Mm-hmm.
in the time they have been alive, has Sprig ever experienced anything where they might have lost friends before?
That is a really good question. I think if you are... As a teenager at this point, I don't think you would have lost a peer quite this close to you before. You have known soldiers to die in battle. You've known elderly to die of disease. I don't think... I think this would be the closest person to you that is in this kind of mortal peril.
Okay. If that is the case, then they would lower their bow.
That was the correct choice. Now, I know we haven't gotten to know each other in my brief visit here, though I'm sure that if Lognir spends a bit more time on this visit, we'll certainly see more of each other. I am older and more powerful than you can even imagine. So, when I say that I can wipe out everyone you care about and everyone you love, I just don't know if this is enough for you to believe me. And I really need you to believe how serious I am. And she raises a finger, still holding your friend aloft. She raises a single finger, utters a word, and energy, life force seeps out of Aspen. And I need to roll an alarming amount of damage really quick. Okay. With 55 necrotic damage, Aspen shrivels, falls to the ground with a thud as she lets go of the levitation spell. And then Aspen gets up and shambles to Boda's side, eyes blank, looking skeletal, gaunt, and lifeless. Darling, take a few more of these out into the woods and, say a mile that way. Go set it ablaze and just wait there. Do we have an understanding, little Sprig?
There's an understanding, sure.
Very good.
One question though, for you, for KJ.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is involving what I sent you the other day. My question is this purely genetic memory? Or is there some magical weirdness going on with Wicker where Odrun is somehow experiencing this?
Odrun is experiencing this as if she lived the memory, but the actions that are taking place are completely Sprig's.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
It does. There's just like there's
Okay.
one thing I kind of want to do. It wouldn't change anything.
Okay. What would you want to do in this moment?
If I could, the wish I would have is in that moment when Boda kind of feels that they've got Sprig. There would be a moment where Sprig's green eyes would flash gold to Odrun's eyes. And just for a minute, just for a moment, Boda would know that somebody has seen her for exactly who she is and what she has done. And more than just Sprig.
Odrun, roll an insight check.
Okay. 30-20.
Hang on. 1 second. As far as you can tell, she's unfazed. She smiles at you. And she just starts walking away. Not quite a straight shot to where you live, but probably like the scenic route back to where you live. And as you look across the valley, you see fires begin to alight in scattered locations across the forest.
Sprig would turn and run back.
It's at this point the memories become a little bit more jumbled, a little bit more rushed, as Sprig experiences this very major trauma. It's hard to form short-term and long-term memories and keep them there. You start to see memories layering on top of each other of you rushing back to your community, of I'm assuming not speaking to anybody about what happened, unless you think she would.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna
she
allow
at
either option.
Yeah, she at least would. She would find Palter first and tell Palter that she saw some fires that need to be taken care of. That there are some big ones all over. And then she would find Nat and be very, I can't talk about it, but we need to watch her.
Yeah, I mean, they got married really fast, so
No,
we have to figure out.
Need to watch her.
Nat, you would be aware, as far as you can see, and you've been probably keeping an eye on things, Loknir and Boda have been sitting around a hearth fire with most of the rest of the Vanir for the entire evening. Boda hasn't left.
I mean, she's been right there.
Aspen's dead.
Are you feeling okay?
Aspen's dead.
What?
Aspen's
Oh,
dead.
where did you go?
She will kill everyone.
Okay, take me to Aspen's body.
Okay. I'll go out. I'll take you in the direction of where that fire started. At least where I think it started.
The fire has spread quite significantly. You can't get anywhere close to it, and by the time the flames die down, there's not a trace of her left. As these memories continue to jumble and overlap, you realize that no matter how subtly you try to communicate it, no matter how you try to convey this warning, nobody quite gets 100% on board. Nobody quite gets the severity of this. It just kind of, you're either too shaken, or they're too stubborn, or they're too arrogant. There's something, but your message never fully sinks in. And as you get stronger over the years, as you prepare for the oncoming threat of the Jotun, as you study them, as you fight them, as you strengthen yourself, as you find new allies, and even get introduced to Dagmar, somebody who you draw very close to during the Exodus, you are still haunted by that one moment of her threatening to destroy everything you care about. And by the time the rest of the Vanir realize what not just Boda but Loknir have done in tandem, you start to wonder if could you have done more? Was there more you could have done to convince them? Could you have dragged one of them with you to go follow Boda that night? Is there anything you could have changed? And it haunts you, and it just ripples through your brain every sleepless night, every night you spend journaling instead of sleeping, because they're sleeping but the world is ending and you don't sleep because that's how he made you, and now he made all of this, and there's destruction everywhere, and it's awful and horrible, and you have to get out, and you're the one getting hurt, and it's all their fault, but it's also yours. This is your burden. This is something that's your problem to solve. And even when you're taken through the portal to this new world, even as those memories sit with you, you know that your mission is not yet over. You know that even if you don't make it, you need to pass this mission along, that somebody has to take up the torch, has to take up that mantle, has to remember, and has to be ready, because you know that that time will come. What is the thought that goes through Sprig's mind as they pass this mission on to their descendants?
Probably the final thought that Odrun would be left with is just a little whisper that even when you think you're playing her game, you'll lose. The only way to win is to not play her game.
And that's the final whisper that goes through your mind as you, Odrun, awaken from that memory. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. And we will see what happens as everybody awakens and reconnects and reconvenes and hopefully gets back home. We'll see how that all pans out. We will see what happens in the aftermath of all of this download of information next time. Tune in to the next episode of Ink of Fate. We stream Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. And at Lich_Queens, all of our old VODs are going to YouTube. So enjoy and get caught up on the series there. And enjoy the rest of your week. Everybody take care of yourselves, because you never know when the world might end, but at least it's not as bad as it could be. It could be so much worse. Skull, everybody.